Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football, and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. And only in Tennessee do you get a sight like this. Not only are the end zones checkered, so too the crowd, a mirror image to prove that they will give their all for Tennessee. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Vols will kick it away to start. Fair catch, called for and made. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Running to the left. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, it's plays like that that will help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He'll ride his man on the option. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Now they'll run it to the right here. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Dumps it to the back. He's got his man, makes the grab. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
They'll run the option. Pickup of one. It's down at the 11.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll try the left side. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC!
How impressive has this offense been just hogging the ball? They've just been eating away at the clock. They've been matriculating the football down the field. And here they are scoring a touchdown on their opening possession. The opposing quarterback's like, bro, when am I going to get the ball? When do I get a chance to take the field? That was crazy.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Still running at the 40. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Coming out aggressively. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down. Running back searching for a hole. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Now the play fake. Fires left. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile. He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Touch pass on the run. Spins away from the defense. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. The Vols in the hurry-up. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Here's the handoff. Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. DB's right up on the receivers. Here comes the option. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll take the deep shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. Makes the catch down the right side. Oh, look out. Touchdown, North Carolina! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Power football with the run. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. And that ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He's going to pass. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Wide receiver shows motion. The corners are walked up tight. On 2nd down, he'll fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Man, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. I guess they believe the entire field is 4-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. He looks that one in nicely. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. The Volunteers are in the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking to throw it. He's going to run it. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Vols have taken it inside the 20. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Tempo and overdrive. On 2nd down, looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Touchdown, Tennessee! What a catch and run for 6. Ready to try the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, to give, looking for room. At the 35, he's loose. The expressway is wide open. The 20, the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Just about set to kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He'll come out throwing on first down, looking to scramble. He's turning it loose into the middle. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will boot it away to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing,
he wants to go deep. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That's now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
Running it to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? And that's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
He leaves it with the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Fourth and a long way to go, but the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuff, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. The Vols want to move quickly. They'll run play action. Got out of trouble and throw. Makes the grab. It's Cobb. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. And just when you think the fullback is extinct, he makes a play, makes a catch, and moves the chain.
You got to be impressed with this fullback, too, because he's obviously built to block. He's built to live in the trenches. Look at this guy. But he has the ability to catch the football. Very soft hands. He's a good little weapon in this offense.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And he can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. Using his feet. And the Volunteers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. The run to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Taking it the other way. Inside the 40. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, UNC! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Just one moment and all of a sudden the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall when the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback checking off.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, North Carolina 28, Tennessee 14.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Buying some time. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw on second down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4 downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
The give and tick, 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 tick.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. On the option. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. This offense has failed on its previous 2 fourth-down attempts, but they need to keep this drive alive. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They feed him again. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple. The team's winning this week, which is the most important stat that he cares about.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, North Carolina. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away.
14.
Bringing it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally come. Gonna take a shot. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown ball! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Central Michigan just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to victory, and that's really the standard there in Mount Pleasant. They'll enjoy this one all week. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed. at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. They'll try to get outside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
You haven't seen that happen too often tonight. Taking a loss on a run. This guy's been special. He's been finding ways to get into the second level of this defense, and because of his talent and ability, that's a big reason why they've got the lead right now. You know that's not going to deter them that last play. They're going to keep handing him the football.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, keep hope.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it, a late touchdown, probably window dressing, but still a sliver, albeit very slight. Getting set for the point after. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it.
Makes the catch, and he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll start this drive with a pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's going to go down as time has run out. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.